we have the opportunity to really teach each other how to be connected, how to feel. I think feeling is definitely the key to all of this. We often avoid feeling as much as possible. And when I would say for me, connecting to your feelings, to the people that I meet, feeling what they feel, and not feeling like I have to be guarded against that, is it's beautiful. And it's a huge shift from where I was before my NDE.
At a conference, totally secular conference for marriage restoration. And as I was going through the lobby, he beelined for me across the lobby and looked me straight in the face, was like, you know, and looked around, was like, I know what? It's like, you've been. I never talked about it. And like I told you, I couldn't share that. I couldn't talk about it. You know, I had an atheist husband and others that, you know, would just think you're crazy. And so the second that he, number one, knew and came up to me and called me out, it was the most beautiful experience that had this profound effect because it jolted something in me of, you know, maybe that was another checkpoint, because it jolted something in me of acknowledging. Seek out healing modalities that I was going to need to get through. And a friend who said, Shauna, you have a calling on your life. And instantly I was taken back to the NDE and what I was told and looking at her like, how do you know? And she said, it was all over you in the interview. I've known it since the second I met you and felt it. And you need to armor up because it's under attack and you're going to need as much as you can get to fight against this attack on your life.
All of a sudden, beneath me, I could see the light. Light came on, and I could see all of these people in the darkness. And my light was on, my light force, it came on, and they could see me. And as they could see me, and I'm just hovering like just above them, I could feel their hands, all these hands, and they were pulling me down, all of them. And every finger that was laid on me, I knew it was human, and their energy force was taking my life force out. So the more hands that came on me, the lower I would get down into this crowd. And I knew at that point that if something didn't happen, that I would not have the energy or the life force that I needed to get out. I could just feel them overcoming me.
The roar, and it was kicking up these hot coals and rocks, and the demons would come and they would drag the people with these hot coals and rocks, and they would strumping in their face, and it would just, oh, you could hear the muffle, and it would just, oh, they would just melt their whole face off. Like the torture there feeds these demons. So the more grotesque they can torture you, the more power that they get. They get food off of it. They get high off torturing. They get high off your misery and pain there. That is their food. So they get very creative in torturing you, and it is no negotiation. There, I hear a lot of please stop. I hear a lot of regret. I hear a lot of it's just the noise. The noise is never stopped, nonstop, and it just screams and screams and screams. And then people, and they are laughing. These demons are laughing and having fun. They are having fun. And another thing that I kept hearing, okay, see, they speak in a different language, but it hurts your soul. When they speak to each other, it's a different, but you can interpret it. Don't matter what race or what language that you speak. But when they speak to each other and they're laughing, you can clearly hear and understand what they're saying. Okay, and a lot of them were laughing and just calling us stupid. They were laughing and calling us stupid, naive, ignorant, basic. Like they would the name that they call us, but it was in their language, but you can still understand it. But when they speak, it hurts you. It feels, you can feel the pain.
So could you say that one, demons hate us, and two,
Yes.
demons need us to sin so that we can feel pain because that's their food?
Exactly. They literally thrive off of us. That is their food. We are their food. Why you think, it reminds me of people, and that's why the Lord says he doesn't hate the sinner, but he hates the sin. And that's why the Lord says he doesn't hate the sinner, but he hates the sin. The torture there feeds these demons. The torture there feeds these demons. Have you ever been feeling good one day, feeling full of, you wake up, you're full of life and just promised and that ambitious that day, but you go hang around someone's house or go to someone's home. By the time you leave there, you're just drained. Your ambition's gone. Your joy is gone because they sucked your energy. They sucked your energy out. And 9 times out of 10 is one of their demons they have around them that sucked your energy out. That's their food. Your happiness, that is life, your life force. They need that.